Hello guys, welcome in this episode of the episode video. Hope you enjoyed our rants and our stories, and in this we're gonna talk about the big subject and very delicate subject, because about people calling you for
a different type of massage.
Different type of massages, so happy endings and so on. And I hope this episode is gonna finish with different happy ending, because we will be happy that we talk about this, and that will be happy end. So yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah.
So hi guys, it's Krzys here.
And Sinead.
And this time we're gonna work those ones, because Sinead's running a lot, and so let's make her legs feels better. So and because of that, is a great subject what we're gonna talk about. So talk about the people calling you about the different kind of massages, calling you about the different kind of favors and stuff. Yes. So basically people contact you about happy endings.
What other services you might offer that aren't advertised, should we say? Exactly.
So yeah, what's your experience, Sinead?
Well, I think I'm pretty lucky, really. I've only ever had one text, which I sent straight to you and said, oh my God, what am I going to do? But it was, because you quite often get contacted and, somebody come up, can I book in for a massage? And my first response usually is, because doing the sports and remedial as well as, holistic massage, I always say, is it to do with an injury, or, is there a certain area that you wish to work on? What kind of massage are you looking for? I do that for two reasons. One, just for my own knowledge, so I know what I'm going into, and to make sure that it's not anything untoward. But also, if someone contacts me about an area that I haven't worked on for a while, I don't know, say an ankle injury, seeing as that's where you are at the moment, then I've got a chance to get my books out and have a quick look and just make sure that I am fresh on everything. So yeah, I did get this text come through saying, I'd like to book in for a massage. So, I text back something like, yes, that's fine. When were you looking for? And what style of massage did you want? And I can't remember now how the wording went, but it was something like they were looking for something sensual, and do I do happy endings? Mm-hmm. So after my initial, oh my God, because it was, like I say, the only time it had happened, and it is a bit of a shock, even though it's out there, you just don't expect it to happen to you. So after I took a screenshot and sent it to you going, look, yeah. I then just took a deep breath, be professional. So I just said, look, that's not the style of massage that I offer, and unfortunately I don't know anyone that I can recommend to you that you could go to. And then, then they replied and said, do you do Lomi or Tantric? So again, I said, no, I don't. I am just, I said I do sports and remedial massage. And then they replied something like, I have a very tight muscle in my bum. So I just left it then, and they never contacted me again. But I have kept the number in my phone, so if they ever did ring, I've saved their name as, don't bother answering kind of thing, because then I know for future. But yeah, although I do know people that do Lomi and Tantric, I didn't at that point feel I could pass them on to anyone, because that's not really what they were after, and it is awkward. It is, but at the same time, I do feel kind of sorry for these people, because at the end of the day, they're looking for a service that, I don't give, but I don't want to be rude to these people at the same time.
Yeah, well...
You know, it's like there's no harm in asking, kind of thing, to an extent. And there are people out there, I'm sure, that advertise as being legit and professional that maybe do offer it.
Well,
So
I
they're
think,
not going to be able to weed out one from the other unless they ask.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the biggest problems which what for us becomes, and would we now in a really good way to getting out of it and getting more better at it is like that when the prostitutions got illegalized, lots of those brothels or lots of those places just turn into massage parlors, offering the massage. There was no sexual favors, there was just a massage, and that was legal. And so now lots of people thinking that when there is a girl and when there's a lady, or the guy, because people calling me as well, that they do massage, they must do offer other services, and that's true, and we are getting much better and great at it. There was a couple of years back, 5 years, when that was very popular, very people had lots of calls about this, and now we're still getting it, but getting this less, because we're coming out as being professionals.
Yeah.
We're coming out as being actually, very professionals, qualified. We're showing off our qualifications. Our website looks better. We don't point things out which may kind of give the suggestion to someone exactly to call you. They will still happen, and they pretty strange, and like everyone's in the beginning. Like I think in the college we went through this. We talk about this.
Yeah.
We did have the subject for the preparations for it, but
it's different when it actually happens. Though,
when
isn't
it actually happens,
it's a bit of a shock as well, I think.
Because I tell you about my first one.
Yeah, do.
It was so funny because I had someone called, and that was one of the first things. And guys, my English was never. I always have this about I can't communicate properly, and that was like a really big thing for me. And that was one of the first phone calls. Someone called me from the advert and wanted to book massage sessions. So I was really pumped, really excited, and I was so happy about how the conversation went, because we talked about it, and the gentleman called me and asked me that he needed a massage. He just had a surgery for his hip and he was really in pain, and he needed a session. And I loved my response, because I asked him, so how this happened, what's going on. He contacted the doctor if he's okay to receive massage, and all the conversation went well. I booked him, that was beginning of the week. I booked him for the Thursday, I think, and it was great. I was so excited. I really had a little dance of celebration after the phone call.
Show us the dance.
No. And maybe later. And then and it was fine. And I think an hour later, I had a text from the same guy, and I think, oh no, now he want to cancel it. But what's said in a text message, which, mind guys, you will laugh at this, because I didn't get it in the first time. English is not my first language, okay? He texted me, I'm really sorry for that, but I just want to ask you if you could finish me after the massage session. Stop laughing. And my first thought was, oh my god, he is so much pain, he wants me to kill him. Well, finish something, finish someone. I just didn't get it. And that was my first thought. And I'm thinking, oh my god, he must be in so much pain, he wants me to kill him. And it took me a quite bit of time to actually get that. But I got it in the end. I got it, but I was so petrified. I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to respond to it. So I left it. I didn't contact him. I did nothing. And I think 10 minutes later, I got text with the kind of apology. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be rude and everything. I'm just looking for that kind of different service. Do you know any woman or someone do something like that? And I still didn't respond. So that was my first experience with something like that, and I was petrified. I went to, and that was in college day, when I was still in college. So I went on my weekend in the college and show everyone the message, and everyone, we talk about it. So it's really good hour to exactly talk about these things, which was great. But yeah, that was my first response, and I was petrified. I didn't know what to do. And for the time, I just got, as soon as you understand and believe, so don't take this personal that people will still try it. You are professional. You are, qualified massage therapist, and you don't do those things. Don't be petrified when you get things like that.
Yeah.
Just be professional, be direct and straight to the point. Now I just put the adverts. Now I get those messages sometimes, very rarely, because I made sure my website is professional. There's nothing on my website which indicate or that kind of services. But the people were gonna still try it. So I just put the adverts on the Google for my Google ads for my business, for my massage stuff, and I had 3 phone calls from something like that, and I was like, really, I can hear really young guys and everything, and just asking straight away, "Hi, do you do happy endings?" And I'm thinking, oh my god. But
at least they were to the point and straight away, rather than going around the houses.
Well, that's I always, I'm because I've been in practice for a while. I have the confidence now to just laugh at this.
Yeah.
To when I get this, I just straight to the point. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't do that kind of services. You have to look somewhere else. This is not what I do. You can just say it, or just if they because they were really persistent, and it makes me laugh. And I laughed, at this, and it's like, oh, are we gonna offer? I said I don't do that. I don't do services like that. I'm professional massage. I do sport and remedial and holistic therapist, and then I do. And then do you do groin massage then? I was like, no, I don't do that kind of. You have to look somewhere else. And then we offer you more money? And I was like, sorry guys, I'm just not gonna. I just want to end it now. And they were still persistent. Maybe if you don't want the money, we offer you jewelry. I was like, are you serious? Yeah. Are you serious, guys? I'm really sorry, I don't do that. And I just hang up. And what I usually do, I just block those numbers straight away. I just use the thing in your phone and just block those numbers, because I'm just don't want to. But didn't break my day, didn't feel bad. I just laugh at it, laugh about it. And
that's the way I look at it as well. I don't look at it as, like, I've seen on some of the Facebook groups and everything, people have had, someone has contacted them and they've gone, guys, what do you do? And someone said, oh, I tell them to F off, or I just hang up, or no, just, there's part of me that thinks this poor person, they must have a lot of guts to ring up and ask. And in the first instance, I'm just going to be polite and say, look, I don't offer them kind of services, and I don't know anyone I could pass you on to. Good luck. And that's it. If after that they push it, or
they try it again,
they try something else, then you can say, look, I'm going to hang up now because you're not listening to me, and then block the number or what have you. But always stay professional, because I think that's the issue as well, is if you get angry, you put the phone down, they're going to maybe for a few seconds go, oh gosh, that wasn't very nice, let's try the next number. But it leaves you with all this pent-up anger for the rest of the day, and for no gain at all.
Exactly, as always.
Just, you've just got to, and like you said, just laugh it off sometimes.
Don't waste the energy for something like that. And if they, don't take this as angry, take this as a compliment, in some kind of weird sense, but take this, don't take this really bad. People will always try, especially when they see the new therapist coming out, new therapist, and kind of, first of all, a couple of points. If something like that happens, be professional. just tell them they do that kind of services, and I have to look somewhere else. Another thing, don't apologize. Don't say sorry.
Yeah.
We probably did a couple of times, but
it's so easy as well. I mean, if somebody's
I'm
phoned
sorry,
up
I
and
don't do
said,
that services. No,
Yeah.
just I don't do those services. You have to look somewhere else and hang up. Don't get don't get involved in any more conversation. Don't get involved with anything.
Yeah.
Make sure you check your advertisement.
Yeah.
Check the wording on your website. Check the pictures on your website. Make sure your leaflets of things are not kind of suggesting something. But that don't worry much about it, because people will still do. The people will try it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter. Sometimes they just see massage therapist and they just give it a go, don't they? And just see. And I think as well there is a certain type of person that would do it just for a laugh. Have a few mates round. Let's ring up this massage therapist and see if we can have a giggle. And yes, it's annoying, but it's like when we were younger and we used to knock on kids, on neighbours' doors and run away. It's the same sort of thing. It's just kids, and it's just, so you just say, no, that's not what I do. Be polite, and if that doesn't work, you can always hang up.
Exactly.
Also, I'm always grateful that they've said it on the phone or a text or something before they've actually met me, because
got on a table and then...
That's what worries me, is that, one day it happened to a friend of mine. She was doing the massage, and at the end, he just threw the cover back and he had no underwear on. And he just kind of said, he was just expecting her to finish him off. And she sort of jumped back, and he was very apologetic. And I can't remember now where it was he was from, but he said every massage he has from wherever it was he was, finishes with a happy ending. And that was just, for him, part of the culture that he'd, gone along with. But, she said it was a shock, but he was very apologetic and worried that he'd upset her, and it all turned out okay. But that's always kind of been in the back of my head, that what would I do in that situation? How would I... Because it's something you don't know until it happens. You like to think that you would do certain things. No. But I think you just stay professional. And if you ask the right questions before they get into the clinic, that really helps as well. I think that helps to throw people off that are expecting something else. Yeah,
if someone asks you why are they on the table about happy ending, say, okay, get dressed, pay me, and that will be happy ending.
Yeah, I'll be happy.
I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Just guys, practice. I think it is a good idea as well to practice. Have a phone call, have a play with your buddy, kind of get this wording right. I think because because of my English, I practice a lot what to say. I write it down as a sentence, what I would say to someone if someone called me like that, and I just practice these lines. So when it actually happened, I didn't run out of words. I kind of knew what's going to happen, what I want to say, because I was sure of what I don't do. So yeah.
But yeah, and like we were saying before, if it happens, it happens, but it's only that moment. Just be grateful that they'd asked before they got into the clinic is one. And, have an element of, this is someone who's just looking for a service that, yes, we don't provide and, don't agree with, but there is an element of, I don't want to say pity, because that's not really right, but, I do feel for these people that are looking for something. So when they do ring up or contact, unfortunately I can't help you, good luck with your search, kind of, just be polite. And then when you put the phone down, do what I do and ring him and have a laugh and say, guess what I've just had? Or, just laugh it off. Don't let it bother you.
That's a really good point. If something happened to you, contact your buddy, contact someone from the massage world. Guy, listen what's happened. and give them idea. I'd respond this way, or what should I do? Or contact someone from your massage world and have a bitch about it, or have a laugh about it, whatever makes you. But it's definitely gonna help, to get this response back. But
yeah, and it is all about how you think of it as well, because at the end of the day, when that phone goes down, you're the one left with the emotions and everything floating around in your head. So you've got to make sure you're thinking of it correctly, and just it's done, forget it, move on, next client, and
exactly. And make sure you remember that there is other words for happy ending, like can you finish to me. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If we didn't mention, or you have any other ideas you want to, you have how to get about this, or what
get your point across.
Get a point across. If you have an idea, just let us know in the comments. And yeah, see you at the next video.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.